So proving ground. Even if you're able to cover up and get waterproof outer shells, hat. When we're hiking, we're hopefully not going to be hiking in a downpour or a torrential downpour, but even something as mild as this, a couple things, it will soak or put a nice layer of water or moisture on top of the outer shell, on top of the hat. I like the rims, as I mentioned, but I don't like the baseball cap because the back of your neck will get cold. My backpack is protecting my back, but everything in my pack will probably be soaked in about another hour. So you should double wrap, put the valuables and cameras in a Ziploc inside your bag, and then make sure that if you are going to shoot, if you have waterproofing, great. If you don't, just protect. Sometimes you'll need a shell or a shade just to protect your camera or your video equipment from the droplet spread. Stepping over fallen logs, very slippery. Leaves on the ground sometimes cover up small roots, also very slippery. You add that to a little bit of snowfall the night before, and you're going to be looking at an ankle sprain. So that's why it is good to carry support. I just brought one walking stick with me today. Two of them is a lot better, but it depends on your comfort level. Boots are important to have good traction in a waterproof state. If you don't, you might have to, just like I did in the Grand Canyon, cover up with some form of plastic. You're going to go through a lot of bags and hopefully you'll carry your trash out, but at least it'll keep your toes dry. When you get wet like this, if you're not wearing the proper shell, you will get cold. It'll lower your temperature by about 10 degrees to 20 degrees. So if we're hiking in the winter already and now it's about 40 degrees, if I didn't wear the right temperature, right outer shells, and I didn't have enough layers underneath, I'd be very cold and it'd be very painful for this hiking experience. So just prepare yourself. Water is still important because in this kind of climate, we're going to be walking a little bit fast to keep the inner heat up. Not so fast as to slip or trip up, but fast enough where we're going to be generating some heat inside, and with that you might get dehydrated after a couple hours. So carrying water in your backpack is still important. I'll be carrying the majority of the water, but it's always good to have your own sip or bottle so you can take occasional sips while on trail. The final thing would be, if we do take a break or if you do get soaked, we can break and can change out socks, mid-layers, hats, or even a second set of gloves. But it all depends on what you can carry in your backpack. And overpacking is not a problem, especially with clothing, because it doesn't weigh too much. Underpacking could make your hike very uncomfortable.